starting to make the long turn round into the straight, 3.5 furlongs to race. Alert with Mr. Neil on the outside, then Foveros on the inside of Chris, and Young Generation in fifth. Into the straight, 2.5 furlongs to race. Alert, Mr. Neil, Chris on the outside, followed closely by Young Generation. Into the final quarter mile, Alert, Chris, Young Generation. These three coming away from Mr. Neil and Foveros. As they race towards the final furlong, it's Chris from Young Generation on the outside. As they race in the final furlong, Chris on the rails, Young Generation. As they race on towards the line, it's Chris holding Young Generation. As they come up towards the line, Chris winning from Young Generation, Alert and
Foveros. Race towards the furlong pole. Dull Sound on the far side, Final Straw on the near side. Posse coming there very strongly to challenge them. Final Straw from Dull Sound. Last Fandango over on the far side, Posse on the near side. And Final Straw has the advantage, but Posse coming to take it off him. And as they race up towards the line, Posse's going to win it. Posse's going to win it.
The response that Pat Eddery had received from Posse when he unleashed him, a furlong and a half from home, was remarkable.
They're all installed for the St James's Palace Stakes. The white flag up under orders and away. And a quick pick by Great Substance. Great Substance going on from Belbaleed. And just in behind them, Robolino, and Belbaleed coming up now to dispute it with Robolino as Great Substance drops back to third. 4 is Tuagori Moo. Then comes King Blake and Shazavan and Prince Echo in another realm, quite closely grouped in behind the two leaders, Prince Bolide and Robolino. Past the 6 furlong mark. Prince Bolide on the inside of Robolino, Belbaleed on the inside of Robolino. Just in behind them come Shazavan, who's just moved into third now. Tuagori Moo is on the inside. King's Lakes between horses. Behind them come Great Substance, and then Prince Echo and another realm. As they race past the half-mile pole, Belbaleed on the inside of Robolino. Tuagori Moo is in third. King's Lake now 4, right upsides him, and then Shazavan. As they race round the home turn, Belbaleed on the inside of Robolino. Tuagori Moo with Shazavan on the outside of King's Lake, who's between he and Tuagori Moo. As they turn it for home now, and it's Belbaleed in the lead from Robolino. King's Lake, Shazavan, Tuagori Moo coming to challenge Belbaleed and take a fractional advantage. And it's Tuagori Moo on the far side being challenged now by King's Lake, the 1-2 in the Irish Guineas. But on the far side, Tuagori Moo. In second place is King's Lake. And is Tuagori Moo going to avenge that Stewart's decision? It looks like it at the moment. Tuagori Moo from King's Lake. Pat Eddery putting everything in, but Tuagori Moo is holding him as they race to the line. It's Tuagori Moo holding King's Lake. And at the line, Tuagori Moo just wins it from King's Lake. Third was Belbaleed. You should hear the applause.
9-4 favourite. Procedure is 3-1. Esperanto is 9-2. It's 6-1 bar. There's Kalim just going in, and I think Chief Singer will be the last. So let's join Peter O'Sullivan.
Yes, Chief Singer and Esperanto, John. Esperanto goes into stall 2, and that's it. They're all installed for the St James's Palace Stakes. The white flag up, they're under orders, and they're away. Keen breaks fast from number 1 stall. Keen and Condriac, the 2 stable companions going on from Harvard and Kalim, and then comes Nasser, trying to race up to join them, but Condriac going on now. Condriac from Nasser, Keen and Kalim, then Procedure, Harvard, and Esperanto, and Chief Singer is the back marker. They've passed the 6 furlong pole. Nasser on the inside of Condriac is just the leader. Keen is in third. They're going a real good clip. Kalim is 4. 5 comes Esperanto. Chief Singer's moved up a little bit. Proceder's got a lot to do from the rear at the moment. The back marker is Harvard. They're racing already towards the home turn, past the half-mile pole, and Condriac in the lead. From Keen in second. Then comes Kalim going third. Behind Kalim, making ground on the outside, is Esperanto. As Nasser loses ground, and Chief Singer comes there strongly on the inside. Proceder still got a lot to do. Turning for home, and Condriac is clear of stable companion Keen. Kalim is third. Chief Singer coming there strongly in 4, chased by Esperanto. Coming down to the 2 furlong pole, it's Keen who's taking it up, but Ray Cochrane coming there, cantering on the Coventry winner, Chief Singer, and Chief Singer has hit the front. Chief Singer, the runner-up in the Guineas, has gone to the front of the St James's Palace now, from Keen in second and Kalim third. Chief Singer striding away to win the St James's Palace in tremendous style. Chief Singer is widening the gap as he strides up towards the line, and as he comes to the line, Chief Singer wins it very comfortably indeed. Keane just hangs on to be second ahead of Kalim in a photo with Procida fourth. 5 came Esperanto, 6, 7 and 8 were Harvard, Kondriak, the early leader, and Nasser. It's a photograph for second place, but no photo needed to show that number 1, Chief Singer, owned by Mr. Jeff Smith, trained by Ron Sheether, has duplicated his magnificent performance in the 1983 Coventry by winning the St. James's Palace in tremendous style under his regular partner, Ray Cochrane. It's a photo for second and third, and very close indeed between Keane and Kalim. But just look at this horse by Ballad Rock out of Principia by Le Fabuleux, Chief Singer. And Zezafon, one of the first to show from Comparison. Zezafon and Comparison. And just in behind them, Leading Star and Scottish Reel. Scottish Reel just going into third now, as it's Zezafon on the inside of Comparison, and now Van der France going up on the outside of Scottish Reel. Then comes Leading Star and Young Runaway, and the 2 back markers of Byrne and Waffy as they pass the 6 furlong pole. Comparison and Zezafon disputing it ahead of Scottish Reel and Van der France, then Young Runaway and then Leading Star. Then comes Byrne and Waffy as the back marker, and they're passing the 5 pole, and as they do so, it's Comparison on the outside of Zezafon, then Scottish Reel. Behind Scottish Reel is Young Runaway, then comes Van der France, then Byrne, then Leading Star in the Royal Colours, and then Waffy. Past the 4 furlong pole, and as they pass it on the inside, Zezafon on the outside, Comparison, then comes Scottish Reel, Young Runaway, behind Young Runaway, Van der France, and then Byrne, although with Ready to Do going well at the moment, swinging for home, and it's Zezafon from Comparison, then Scottish Reel, Van der France on the outside, Lester Piggott tracking Van der France now on Byrne, Leading Star coming back into the picture, and it's Van der France now who's taking it up marginally from Scottish Reel, then Byrne delivering a challenge on the far side of Scottish Reel. They're coming down to the furlong pole now, and it's Scottish Reel and Van der France with Byrne challenging over on the far side. Byrne takes it up now as they race into the final 150 yards. It's Byrne and Lester Piggott striding away now from Scottish Reel and Van der France. Byrne is going to win this in tremendous style. Number 1 for Lester Piggott in the meeting, and Byrne is the winner. Second is Scottish Reel, and third Van der France, and 4 Young Runners. And they're away. Shoreblade over on the far side, Green Desert on the near side. Green Desert, Shoreblade from Nina Bibia, Faustus, then Sharood, and Nina Bibia going up on the inside of Green Desert, Shoreblade, and it's Green Desert on the far side of Nina Bibia, Shoreblade next, then Sharood. Then comes Faustus, Lookman, Huntingdale, the back marker, and Green Desert, the leader now. Green Desert from Shoreblade. Then Nina Bibia, then Faustus on the outside. Then Sharood, Willie Carson with a white cap, then Huntingdale. And finally, Lookman. Racing now towards the home turn in the St. James's Palace Stakes, and it's Green Desert from Shoreblade. These 2 ahead of Nino Bibia on the inside. Sharood and Faustus, then comes Huntingdale and Lookman as they round the home turn. Green Desert from Shoreblade. Green Desert, Walter Swinburne from Brent Thompson, Shoreblade. Shoreblade coming there very strongly on the stand side. Shoreblade on the stand side, Green Desert on the far side. Sharood trying to get in the picture now. Nino Bibia under pressure over on the far side. Green Desert with the advantage from Shoreblade. Green Desert on the far side, Shoreblade on the near side, Green Desert from Shoreblade. Then comes Sharood and Nino Bibia as they race into the closing stages. Green Desert, Shoreblade, Shoreblade, Green Desert, Shoreblade now taking it up from Green Desert as they race to the line. Shoreblade's going to win it at the line. Shoreblade is the winner. Green Desert is second. Sharood third. A photo for second and third. In fact, Nina Bibia was fourth, and then came Lookman and Faustus, and behind them Huntingdale, a very disappointing last. And so the result, first number 9, Shoreblade, owned by Sheikh.
Were you worried that the horse did seem to get a little bit more disturbed perhaps than usual today before the race?
Well, I think that's probably a bit unfair, Julian. I mean, to say he was sweating a lot is quite right. I mean, it's a very warm day. And he is a free sweater anyway, but I mean, he wasn't getting on his toes or wasn't doing anything stupid, and he cantered down to post lovely.
Just for a couple of moments there you had to put the hood on before going into the stalls.
We've been doing that since he was a 2-year-old. That's him. He has a look at them, and it causes everyone less aggravation.
Now, in the race itself, at what stage did you realise that you're going to go off and make the running?
Well, we talked it over with with Sheikh Mohammed and Anthony Stroud, and all of us, we came to the conclusion we may have to make our own running. I wasn't really all that worried about it. It would have been nice to have had a lead, but he's the type of horse who, as long as he's using himself, is not too inconvenienced by it.
Boulder Swendine.
Ready and racing in the St James's Palace, and on the outside Bashir on the right of picture, one of the first away, in the centre Giant's Causeway going fast. On the left Medici and also Shibboleth, and up there too is Cape Town in the early stages. But Jerry Bailey, nearest the camera on the right of picture, is out in front and allowing Bashir to stride on here. It's just in front now from in the centre Giant's Causeway, and Shibboleth on the near side, who's fighting for his head in the early stages as they pass the 6. Then Cape Town, who's just behind them, followed by Sarafan, who's tucked in behind, but edging over towards the inside rail is Jerry Bailey on Bashir from Giant's Causeway. Then Cape Town, Shibboleth, Sarafan behind them from Medici, and followed by Compton Bolter. Inglenook is out wider, followed then by Valentino and Fanara's last of all as they continue their journey up towards the half-mile marker in the St James's Palace Stakes. And Bashir, Jerry Bailey out in front from Giant's Causeway. Mick Cannan is holding the inside rail. They're 2 lengths in front of Shibboleth from Cape Town. Out wider then on the track, battling on is China Visit, who's being hard ridden now from Medici and Sarafan. Inglenook out the back with Valentino, then Fanar, and last of all is Compton Bolter. Heads a turn for home in the St James's Palace. Giant's Causeway over on the far side, and Bashir. They're stride for stride from Shibboleth, called on for an effort now. Medici, and running a big race behind them, needs a split from Valentino Sarafan. They've come towards the final furlong. It's Giant's Causeway, Bashir, Valentino, Shibboleth in the centre, fighting on from Serafino. Valentino down the outside, racing to Giant's Causeway. Giant's Causeway fighting back, Medici and getting up, but Giant's Causeway wins the St James's Palace. Pretty good even break too. The rank outsider Camp Commander was one of the first away. Sahara Desert right there in the centre began well from DuPont, and King of Happiness taking up a prominent position over on the far side from Lancia. Bowman has got a good posse about 5th on the rail. Out deeper on the track a Ram with Camp Commander on his outside. Rock of Gibraltar settled second last, and 2 lengths last of all then is Where or When. It's Sahara Desert who shows the way up the side of the course. A fair pace, leads by 1.5 lengths to Lancia. King of Happiness inclined to just take a tug on the inside. Out deeper on the track is Camp Commander, followed then back in the field by DuPont and a Ram. Bowman shuffled back on the inside of Rock of Gibraltar, and they've kicked away as they race up now towards the entrance to the home straight. Where or When is a long last. It's Sahara Desert who slowed them a little bit in front, leads by 1.5 lengths here to Lancia. Now starting to move up on the outside is DuPont at this stage to apply a bit of pressure. Camp Commander behind them. In behind is King of Happiness, Rock of Gibraltar, now starting to improve his position. A Ram back in the field. Bowman giving them a big start, and 2 lengths last of all then is Where or When. They turn the corner now in the St James's Palace Stakes, and on the outside DuPont has raced up now to take a narrow lead from Sahara Desert. Lancia produced from King of Happiness. Here's Rock of Gibraltar on the outside from Camp Commander, and Bowman in behind horses, but at the furlong Cannan says go on Rock of Gibraltar. Have a look at this. Rock of Gibraltar on the outside, ranges up, grabs the lead, is all over. Rock of Gibraltar careering away. He's gone 2 lengths in front of the stablemate Lancia, and Rock of Gibraltar makes it 5 Group 1 wins in a row. What a win in the St James's Palace. Beats Lancia. Tight third, a Ram just ahead of DuPont, then Where or When, followed by Bowman, Sahara Desert, King of Happiness and Camp Commander. That's it, and they're racing. Candidate a fraction slow into stride. Shamadel on the near side is first to hit the ground from Tucker, and out wider then Candidate, Rockamador and Indesatchel in behind. Looks like they're going to let him lead. Shamadel out in front here as they settle. Shamadel for Karen McAvoy is the leader, from Candidate up on the outside, Rockamador in the centre. In behind them Indesatchel, and being hunted along is Oratorio behind them. Further back in the field then is Tucker. They're followed by Vanadium, and Ad Valorem is out the back of the field. But it's Shamadel who's attempting to dictate terms again as they come to the 5. Leads from Rockamador in the centre. Candidate the outside, the yellow sleeves. In behind them is Indesatchel from Vanadium, and well back in the field Tucker. They're followed by Oratorio, who's being scrubbed up on the inside by Fallon, and last is Ad Valorem into the home straight. Less than a half-mile to travel, and it's Shamadel, the French 2,000 guineas and Derby winner, who's out in front from Rockamador, is being pushed along. Then Candidate In behind them as Into Satchel is being called on for an effort, but the leader's going easily as they race up the home straight here at York now, heading towards the 2, and Shamadel has skipped clear, has gone 4 lengths in front of Rockamodor and Candidate. Into Satchel behind them, Ad Valorem running on very late is the danger as they race up though towards the furlong at Shamadel. There's no danger, he's 6 in front, running on Ad Valorem, followed by Rockamodor and then Candidate, but Karen McAvoy on Shamadel is going to romp home for the St James's Palace Stakes. It's Shamadel by 4.
Ready, they're off. They race away, and Latimore slips as he comes out of the gates. He almost deposits Ronan Whelan, who's lost an iron. He's quickly got it back, though. So drama at the start there as Gloria Waits with the white headgear led early on, but now Latimore has gone past him to take up the running. Magician with the blue and orange stripes on the cap runs in 3rd position. Further behind this is Mars, a plain blue cap. He runs against the rails. In company with him, Dawn Approach. He's pulling hard as he did at Epsom. He races in mid-division. And comes the dark blue colours of George Vancouver. Dundonald is next, and Toronado is held up by Richard Hughes at the rear of the field. It's a strong gallop. They're already heading towards the halfway stage. Latimore shows by just about 1 length. Gloria Waits, a white jacket, white headgear running in 2nd. Magician comes up on the outside of those in 3rd position, about 1.5 lengths to Mars. Dawn Approach in 5th position. Mashawish with the noseband against the rails. George Vancouver and Dundonald the next 2. Toronado is the back marker. They're making their way for home. They have 2.5 furlongs to go. Latimore still holding off Gloria Waits, who's ridden along in 2nd. Then Magician in 3rd. Behind this is Mars, and then Dawn Approach, who's being ridden along. Toronado on the right coming through them. Mashawish on the left. 1 from the noseband. Trouble there as Gloria Waits drifts off the rails. And now it's Mashawish who's come through to take it up. Toronado down the centre of the track, and Dawn Approach between them. Dawn Approach storming through in the blue jacket. A challenge Toronado as they enter the closing stages. It's Toronado the grey, Dawn Approach the blue colours. Very tight between them. They're going to hit the line very close. Dawn Approach and Toronado.
All set to go, and they're away. Slightly ragged start, and Encompassing rather missed the kick, the supposed pacemaker, and out wide Dick Turpin with Steinbeck towards the inside now going on. Encompassing recovering a bit up the inside. Beethoven in the blue cap is probably just second the inside of Dick Turpin, then Encompassing. Noble's Promise in the dark blue is 5th, followed by McPhee in the noseband. Towards the rear, Sayuni with Camford Cliffs and Hearts of Fire at the back of the field. So Steinbeck and Johnny Murta obliged to make his own running here. Dick Turpin is very handy, but rather deep on the course. In 3rd is Beethoven, followed by Encompassing the rail. 1.5 lengths then to Kieran Fallon and Noble's Promise. 2 more lengths to McPhee. Camford Cliffs is held on to up the inside by Richard Hughes in the orange jacket. Sayuni is second last, and Hearts of Fire at the tail of the field to be about 8 to 10 lengths back. They're into the bend then. Steinbeck from Dick Turpin. There'd only be a neck between the pair, followed up the inside by Encompassing. Then Beethoven, Noble's Promise, Camford Cliffs behind them from McPhee in the noseband, and then Sayuni and Hearts of Fire homeward bound. 2 furlongs left to cover. Steinbeck and Dick Turpin still eyeballing each other. Here's Beethoven on the outside. Noble's Promise is pulled out. Camford Cliffs still cruising along in behind. McPhee out wide. Wider still Sayuni. Dick Turpin now masters Steinbeck, chased by stable companion Camford Cliffs, and Hearts of Fire is dashing through them from the rear as well as they race well inside the last, and Camford Cliffs, a beautiful turn of foot, takes him into the lead, past Dick Turpin. Camford Cliffs win.
And the racing, and away to a fair start too. Rerouted down near the inside, was away smartly. Just dropping in behind them is Acceleration, and then out deep on the track there's Zoffany crossing over with Wooden Bassett as they settle fully into stride now, and Rerouted going on. And Frankel is back in the field in about 4th position on the inside under a tight hold. Rerouted going like the wind here, leads by 8 lengths on settling down, and does it well from the Japanese horse Grand Prix Bros in 2nd. Dubawi Gold in 3rd, then Frankel settled in behind 4th on the inside, followed by Wooden Bassett and Acceleration, who's further back in the field. Dream Ahead giving them a long start. Nebraska's next, and further back then is Zoffany as they race up now towards the half mile, and still out in front, rerouted by 4 lengths or so. But Frankel is now trying to get into the clear now and is out after his pacemaker, and he's bridging the gap very quickly indeed. He's raced up on the outside now to grab the lead as they go to the 3. It's Frankel who takes it up now. He's gone 2.5, 3 lengths in front as they round the turn. Further back then is Dubawi Gold in third, a gap to Acceleration. Further back in the field then is the Grand Prix Boss, but 2 furlongs left to go. It's Frankel. Frankel by 5 lengths. Acceleration coming out of the pack, followed then by Dubawi Gold, and further back Nebraska and Dream Ahead down the outside. He's starting to shorten stride, but he's still in front. It's Frankel by 3. Down the outside, Zoffany finishing fast, followed by Acceleration. It's Frankel now. He's starting to paddle. He's going up and down to the 1 spot, but he's held on. Frankel has put it.
They're off. They race away 1 mile in front of them as they begin their journey. Night of Thunder, white and red jacket against the running rail. First out, the dark green colours of Yufton goes alongside him. They're followed by the grey Outstrip and the Godolphin blue. 1.5 lengths behind them and holding 3rd position. And then comes Prince of All, Tourmore, and the light blue and orange, Ryan Moore. Horse is a little free and pulling Ryan's arms out as he runs around the outside of runners. Kingman, a pink cap for James Door, right at the back of the field with War Command and Joseph O'Brien in the check jacket of green and white. There'll be about 6-7 lengths first to last, as it is Night of Thunder and Richard Hughes who leads them towards halfway. Now by around about 1.5 lengths, the dark green of Yufton in 2nd place. And then comes Outstrip, the blue jacket in 3rd. Tourmore about 3 parts of a length behind in 4th position as they begin the run towards the home turn. Against the rails in 5th position, Prince of All, and then Kingman in 6th place and 2 lengths away to War Command. So around the home turn they come, and it's Night of Thunder in the white and red jacket continuing to lead to Yufton in 2nd place. Then Tourmore. On the right is Kingman with a pink cap beginning to edge closer. Outstrip is next. War Command is still the back marker. Inside the last quarter mile, Night of Thunder in front to Yufton still in 2nd. Kingman now coming on the outside to deliver his challenge. Tourmore is next. At the furlong pole, Night of Thunder and Kingman, the big 2 fighting it out. Kingman now and James Doyle have shot through to the lead, and he goes clear. Kingman has won it in great style. Night of Thunder in 2nd, Outstrip in 3rd position, and home in 4th is War Command.
Running now inside the final half mile and into the final bend, and Wichita leads the way. Threat now poised to mount a challenge on the outside, followed then in between runners by Positive Arizona, the inside Royal Dawn, Palace Pier, and in behind runners still in that all blue jacket is William Buick on Pinatubo. He's now just angled out for a run down the home straight. Wichita taken on by Threat, who comes there strongly, but look at Pinatubo and Palace Pier. These 2 are galloping into contention now as they stretch on towards the final furlong. Wichita has ridden hard. Pinatubo challenging. Palace Pier on the outside. It's just Pinatubo. Palace Pier, though, is still attacking. Wichita is rallying on the far side. A 3-way go in the St James's Palace, and Palace Pier is getting up in the last few strides, and Palace Pier wins.
Loose sail to the outside of Ical. My Prospero now been nudged along. Caribus will try and find his way through. New Energy still goes okay. Then Mighty Ulysses to the outside in blue and yellow. The sail's got the lead inside the final furlong and a half. Caribus now gets the run to the inside. My Prospero, Mighty Ulysses are still battling away. Berkshire Shadow still going to finish off. It's Caribus just in front from the rallying loose sail. Then My Prospero as they head towards the line. It's Caribus. Caribus for the St James's Palace win. From Lissail and My Prospero.
And Paddington has done nothing but improve. The Irish Guineas winner comes right away to follow up in the St James's Palace.
I don't need this no more. I don't need to stay, finna walk out that door. My mistake, giving you love galore. Hope you find someone that can really adore you. Don't worry, I ain't keeping grudges, cause I'm doing better, life cannot be more good.